Is everybody ready?
Nope.
All right. Tell me when you're ready, sir. Eating that nasty ass pretzel.
I've been ready. I was born ready.
Shut the hell up. That nasty ass pretzel. Probably got nothing on it too.
Shit was good.
You had nothing on it. You eating a plain pretzel.
I don't put salt on my pretzel. I put mustard. That's it.
Mustard.
It's the white side of it. You know what I'm talking about. Wink, wink.
Sarcarrogance production. This is Sarcarrogance.
I just said it was some white people shit. I just didn't say it loud enough for nobody to hear me.
You could have put cheese on it though. What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Pablo, aka Grandma's favorite grandson, aka the bearded wonder, aka Mr. No Sideburns, and we are here. Another episode, almost like a continuation episode of last week of the Toxicology Report. And as always, I have my man, my mellow. Sir, introduce yourself for the folks who really don't know who you are.
It's your boy, best friend, aka the colonizer, aka your mama's favorite boy toy, aka the great white hype, aka white meat. It's what's for dinner.
He forgot the bleached cricket.
I was going to use that one, but I figured the white meat was better.
Lord. Stop eating that pork, y'all. And as you can see, well, if you're watching us, as you can see, we have two guests today. One you've seen before, one you may have seen around the town in Sarcarrogance neighborhood. Christina, introduce yourself.
Hey, it's me, Christina McCrary, aka Xtina McCrazy on Christina McCrary on Facebook, aka Xtina McCrazy on Instagram and TikTok, host of McCrazy's Place podcast on YouTube, and it has an IG, and co-host of Thursday Night Live with that guy up there. That's presented right. By Sarcarrogance Media Group, SMG or SMD. What's up?
SMD, I used to tell that all the time.
Yeah, we know. That's that South Baltimore shit. And Madam Rookie of the Year, as I like to call her. That could be your AKA right there. Boom. There you go.
Hello, this is Tina. I'm the co-host on our You Serious podcast. And it's been a few months and I still don't have no AKAs.
AKA the car potter.
The car potter.
He had the car. What
the? This is the only media group that I know that has a studio and we pot them from cars.
I'm just saying, is the car or his kids in the background?
So with that, okay, sir, we've been doing this show for over 2 years.
And this company makes it happen. We do what we got to do. That's why she in the car.
No. Hold on, Mr. White Man. How many times have you stepped foot in the studio? I promise you, Tina been in the studio more times than you have.
So the problem is the neighborhood
privilege.
It doesn't allow Caucasians after 8.
Mm-hmm.
That's
the wrong neighborhood. That's the wrong neighborhood, sir.
That's not a diverse neighborhood. Right?
Yep.
And it ain't no damn white sundown towns. Shut the fuck up.
You're safe.
You're very safe.
You using your privilege. That's what you're doing. Just say that.
Matter of fact, there's an establishment on the corner that you can work at if you want to.
McDonald's?
Nah. They got like a little drive-through with the little, you know what I mean?
Get a little bit of money out of that?
Yep, all that good stuff. You can work there. So you don't have to worry about it. You can leave from work and go right to the studio.
See, my privilege is that when I turn this camera off, my ass can go up and get in my bed.
See, that's all you have to say. That's all you have to say. That you want the convenience of being at home, so you don't want to come all the way to the studio.
No, I'll come. You just never say come.
See, I'm passive. We had that conversation. You're assertive.
That's right. I come when I want to come. Ain't
Right.
nobody tell me to come.
So
I gotta
if you
grab you around
wanted
your
to
neck
go,
and say,
you would
"Come for
have.
me."
That's the point. Okay.
So grab you around your neck and say, "Come." That's what you want me to do?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Whoa, guys.
That's why I tell her all the time. Just get
Pause.
aggressive.
Physical touch is your language. Physical touch is
Absolutely.
your language.
Aggressive physical touch.
Just physical touch. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, but he's aggressive. If he wanted to
Yeah.
come to the studio, he would have come to the studio.
Yeah.
And that's the
Exactly.
point. So
There's a difference. Physical touch, like hold my hand, or aggressive physical touch, like hold my throat.
So why do I have to tell you? We didn't have this conversation. Why do I have to tell you?
You don't. The only reason I don't is because, like tonight, I got home again late from junior
Yeah, I
stuff.
know.
So it's one of those things.
Yeah, I know. If we change the date, we record, you'll probably be right there. I get it. So we got to talk about that.
Don't let Christina get you all hyped up and worked up. You just blood pressure get all high and shit.
I merely said,
All I'm saying is,
based on what you have presented,
Okay.
that if you wanted to go to the studio, you would have been there.
we have footage. We have the footage of you saying that. If you want to do something, you're going to do it.
I'm sorry I use logic. I know white people like to move the goalpost and all that kind of bullshit, but I like logic.
We make the rules as we go.
Exactly, which is some bullshit.
Hey.
All right. So, Miss Tina, icebreaker question.
Okay.
You and your man, you out and about. You celebrating the victory. You knocking a couple back. He gets a little mouthy. He starts a fight. He gets knocked out. What's your next move?
I'm gonna hit the dude with a chair.
What dude? Your man or the other dude?
He already knocked out. Why would I hit him with a chair?
Because you might be embarrassed by him.
No, nigga, I'm hitting him with a chair.
Okay.
That other guy with a chair, we fighting.
Nice.
Because if
I
I'm
like
getting banked, he better start knocking bitches out.
And
point blank.
And if he doesn't, like if he just lets you,
if I'm getting banked by a few females and he ain't knocking no bitches out, then I don't think we should be together anymore.
Okay. And for our listeners outside of Baltimore, bank is
a group of people fighting on one individual.
It's a plethora of fists coming at your face.
Getting jumped.
So one individual on the ground and a few people were, jumping on them, beating them up, and you really can't defend yourself, and that's what bank means.
Kind of like what white people do to black people in the South.
What the fuck?
They don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Shit.
You know how you don't want to come to certain parts of Hamilton? Go to certain parts of Georgia.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm gonna have to check it out next time I'm there.
Yeah. Tell your friends. Tell your friends that we're coming. We're gonna do a podcast tour.
Some cowboy boots, a button up, and some jeans with your shirt tucked in. You'll be fine.
I'll be right here in the booth. Virtual.
We're doing the SMG tour. What you mean? You ain't gonna be right there. You
live.
with us.
Shish.
From the dirty South.
So,
you ain't dragging me to no sundown towns.
They pay the most.
You just going to
And
Savannah,
I didn't like his chuckle, so
they pay the most. They pay you to leave. They don't pay you to perform. They pay you to leave. Don't you worry about it. So, Christina, would you like a icebreaker question, or would you like to just get to the shits?
Up to you. Do you want to give me one?
Best friend, go ahead and give him one.
My
he got no? Let's get on with it.
Why the fuck are you popping up on my Facebook people you may know?
Because she
because your bitch ass called me white on Instagram last week.
Yep. And the people at hand listen to that.
Yep. Because Facebook and Instagram are connected.
Yep. And plus,
So now
she probably friends with like 4 people you know. That's why.
Yeah, no, maybe.
Damn.
Maybe 2. Maybe 2.
Damn, okay.
That's enough. 2 is enough.
No, I was gonna say maybe 2. I think you and Leo, because like I said, I wasn't really over on Facebook, but Leo has most of her stuff
Are you
on
friends with
Facebook. So I'm not on Facebook.
who?
what is up with Pooch?
Natasha?
Maybe.
He said, "Fuck that."
There you go.
Maybe.
So
No,
yeah,
because
maybe.
like I said, she came across that's how I learned what her real name was, because she came across my people you may know. Yep.
Gotcha.
People
Yeah.
you may know.
Yeah, Facebook be snitching. Facebook be snitching.
They do.
She's a fizz.
But
She's
I'm
a
definitely
fizz.
friends with you, George, and with Leo. So
So yeah, so that's why then. Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
She pointing like she got a glass. She pointing like.
Since best friend
Point
brought
like
this video up.
Just for you.
Best friend brought this video up. I put it on my page.
Okay.
For some reason, well, not for some reason. A lot of people couldn't answer this question. He needed help and he couldn't get an answer. A lot of people just say it's just a heavy topic. They didn't want to touch it. But since the white man says let's do it, we're gonna do it. Here we go.
I am white and my wife is black. We have been together a while and we have a daughter. Now, I hate to be one of those people who bring up race, but I've been struggling for a while with this and would appreciate your honest opinions. Whenever my wife is getting our daughter ready for school or doing her hair or putting her to sleep, she'll mention her being black something. For example, she will say, "You are my black princess," or "You're going to grow up to be a strong, successful black woman," or if she's doing something good, she'll say, "Yes, my black queen." Now, I am not a racist in the slightest, but why is my wife telling my daughter she's going to be a strong black woman? I feel by her doing that, she's neglecting her white English side. And if I did the same thing, called her a white princess, I'd probably be deemed a racist. I'm not for division, but surely my daughter is white too.
Heavy. That is heavy.
That's a heavy one.
That's heavy. Chris.
What say you, sir?
What say you? Yeah.
First and foremost, I'd like to say that that's not something that me or my wife do to our children. Like,
He's a bitch.
What? You didn't even hear the answer.
Well, first of all, he's like, they both put it on him to see because he's white, so they want to see what he said. But yeah, I feel like he was about to give a bitch answer.
Okay. Ladies, what say ye?
I don't really see nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
I feel like, I mean, I could be wrong, but it sounds like the husband is more embarrassed of his black side, of his daughter black side, than the wife. And then I want to see how his daughter look, for one. If she look more, on the black side than the white side. Because if she is, and she's always with her mom, and they going out and about, she's trying to push those encouraging words into her. So she won't feel left out in the world because her mother is white. I feel like a lot of I don't know, but from a few biracial friends that I have, it's tough. It's real tough for them growing up because
it is.
You have your white side that's not accepting you all the way. Then you have the black people ignorant as fuck. Our community are like, you don't want to say it, but we are.
Yeah.
And just because you have a biracial parent, you expect your it's just
a half breed
all the way around. Yeah, you half breed. You
Big Mama gonna be the first one to say she got that good white hair.
Yeah, you got that good hair. Like I just feel like it's lose-lose. You're not getting it from your white side. Sometimes you're not getting it from your black side. So with the mom being Caucasian and the daughter's
wait.
the mom,
I thought the mom was black.
Yeah, it's the other way. The mom's black and the dad's white.
The daddy's.
I thought it was the other way around.
Nah, the dad's white. That's why I don't get why. So he's married to a black woman, but he's like, I'm not racist. Clearly, you're not racist because you're married to a black woman and you got a child.
So the father is white and the mom is black, and the
Yeah.
dad has a problem with the mom saying that the child is
giving a
sounds
positive
racist to me.
affirmations.
The black mother positively affirms her every morning
Mhm.
and tells her she's a black princess, and the
And
dad
the dad feels like
some type of way about it.
yeah, he feels like she's neglecting the white side of her.
Damn, everybody got quiet after they confirmed that up. Let me
Oh no, I was
on this
gonna
one.
let her finish.
I think she froze.
Okay. She either frozen or I was going to say
she froze.
She paused.
All right, Christina, you know, you're from the biracial, bipartisan. How do you feel about this?
So
Damn, I thought she paused too.
Take a
I
breath.
I did, but not technologically.
Yeah, take a breath.
Mentally,
I know.
I paused for a second. So I'm gonna guess that this child is not white passing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's not to say that the mother wouldn't still affirm her if she was white passing, but because she so adamantly affirms her every single morning, I'm going to assume that the child is not white passing. And what that mother is doing, unbeknownst to Mr. White Dad over there, is preparing her for the world that she is going to have to encounter. Because the fact of the matter is, when you walk into a room, that half white don't mean shit. You ain't white. And that's another one of them things, all bullshit aside, where I say they move the goalpost. Because they want to say, oh, well, you're white too, when you want to be, you know, pro-black and proud about it and all that. But then when you walk into the room, well, I'm white. No, you're not white. I mean, not that I walk into the room and say I'm white, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
I'm about to say, if you do that, please record.
No,
please record
when
that.
I walk into a room, I am considered an other immediately. So, and I will say, not that it was done purposely or anything like that, but I was raised by a white woman to be essentially a white woman in a white society because that's what she knew and that's how she operated. I had to find out on my own that that doesn't work for me and figure out why the fuck doing everything that I'm supposed to do isn't working the way that I thought it was supposed to work was because when I walk into a room, I'm not fucking white. That's why. And that's why her mother is giving her that every morning because she is preparing her for what she's going to have to face every single time she walks out her front door.
They're not going to see that little girl as white at all. They're going to see her as black.
Yeah.
You know, no matter, even if she's fair skinned, you know, if the mother is pumping that, I mean, I don't. Well, why? If the dad feels so bad about it, walk around calling her your white queen.
But then he
doesn't get it. He just doesn't
get
it.
But he said that if I say that to my daughter, they're gonna look at me like I'm racist.
So what? Like I'm like I don't understand why he has a problem with it. I mean the reason why he have a problem with it is making me feel like, are you ashamed of the black blood that's running in? Like at the end of the day, when that baby walk into society, when she become an adult, they not going to see her as a white woman.
Correct.
They not. They may call her mixed, or they're going to call her black. They're not going to. They are not going to acknowledge her as a white woman.
Yeah, there's
no
a
matter
lot
how
of
much you want her to. They not.
And then here's the other thing: if she moves through society like a white woman, experience here, right? Then she becomes the palatable black person. And if she's
can you
also
define that word for our folks? Like we have it's the toxicology report. Okay, you gotta define that for people, please.
Palatable. The palatable Negro is the one that even is more acceptable, more
the Uncle Tom.
Can I say house nigger?
completely, but I will say the one who assimilates well and doesn't quote unquote pose a threat. And this is where that's where my light skin privilege comes in, because a lot of times that plays into it as well.
Yep.
So
So I have a lot of mixed kids at one of my schools that I work at. And yeah, like you said, they don't look at them as white. They literally say the light skinned girl or the little light skinned baby. Go get the little light skinned baby from such and such class. So I totally understand what you're saying. Best friend, white correspondent, how you feel about this?
So first of all, I think we're missing a lot of the points here. I think first of all,
white man,
and I'm speaking, and I can't speak from Christina's experience as far as being 100% mixed, but so my daughter has a
what type of math is that?
my daughter has a mixed son. My daughter has a mixed sister. I have mixed cousins. So I grew up.
It's giving I have a black friend. Pause.
I'm the black friend. I'm the black friend.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I didn't know it was this time.
I got second knowledge of it. But so I think the first problem is he's insecure in his skin around their culture and her family, right? Mm-hmm. So when they go to the cookout, he's probably sitting in the corner by himself, not talking to anybody because he doesn't know how to relate. He can't mesh with them because he just doesn't know how. He's probably that real nerdy white guy that just doesn't have any swag or culture to him whatsoever. So I think that's his biggest problem. He's insecure with himself. I think the second problem, what he's looking for is, I think he's looking for the fact that he wants just to say a queen versus put in a color to it.
Yeah.
And then the reason why I say, I've grew up around this and I got experiences because I've seen it firsthand from family where one side will shun the other side and they will make those comments like, my cousin's father's side is black, and they would always make the comment, oh, you got that good white hair. That's why I said it earlier, because that's the exact comments they make. Or, you don't have to worry about greasing down your hair or gelling your hair. It's that petty shit when you do something like that, it starts segregating and dividing your own family. Mm-hmm. Because once your family sees you do that, they think it's okay to do that. And then the family is always the ones that take it to the next level. Yeah. They're the ones that make the racist joke about your kid and think it's okay because, Uncle Day or Uncle Mark said it's okay to whatever.
Uncle Day. Nobody has an Uncle Day, bro.
Somebody got an Uncle Day. But that's why it is. So I think that's what it is. I think there's a lot of things going on right now. And I think he's not man enough to have that conversation with his wife. And so I think he wants somebody else to tell him what to say and how to say it. So where he can say, hey, babe, listen to this. They're talking almost about our scenario and our situation. And he'll put her in front of a podcast, not knowing it was him who asked the question. And then she'll be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. That's what his hopes are. But stop being a bitch.
I'm just like, if you're married and then y'all have kids, what part of your life you didn't think that this was going to come into play?
Exactly.
Look, when
that's
you're
the part I'm
that...
a little confused with. And this day and age is a lot more mixed kids than it was back then. It's like that's just the it thing to do. Like biracial relationships is, especially if you live out Dundalk.
It's fetishism.
Listen to me. When I moved from, I'm being honest, when I moved from Latrobe and then I moved out Essex, it was like a culture shock. Like that was the thing to do. Like, what is this? I'm not used to it. Growing up, I had one white kid in my neighborhood, and then it's everywhere out here. So it's different. But I don't know. I think it's more of the husbands. That's something the husband have to figure out. I don't think it has nothing to do with the wife. It don't have nothing to do with the kid. The husband just needs to look inside himself to see what is wrong with him for him to feel that way. And if he's going to family events and y'all married and your daughter is is of age and you're still not comfortable around her family, that's kind of weird. Because even if he's a nerdy guy, unless you actually do something nowadays, I don't know too many family members that won't accept you as who you are unless you have actually done something totally out of whack.
Yeah.
And they don't. If you're going to be a nerdy white guy, they're going to accept you as the nerdy white guy.
And they're going to make fun of you at the cookout.
But it's all love, though.
But the coolest thing is,
there ain't no love there. You know
that still
right
causes
the coolest
drama.
thing is, as long as he don't say nothing racially profiled, he can crack his jokes too, and they're gonna accept it.
Look, if I'm at the cookout and you're making fun of me for being white, I'm like, look, I still fuck. It doesn't matter. I got the Holly Berry juice.
Yeah.
There you go.
So a lot of white people who don't be around black people have a sense of, big fish in small pond almost. Like they can be the coolest, white person around the white people. But then when they get to, another culture, our standards of cool differs. You know what I mean? So like say best friend never met a black person in his life, right? And
he wouldn't be on this podcast.
He wouldn't at all. So then he'll go to like a black cookout and see like the rhythm and the the swagger and the how we talk and how we season food. You know what I mean? Like he'd be like, oh, it's another level. Maybe that's what happened to him. Maybe he was just around white people so long. He just found a beautiful black woman in the bar one day. They end up just getting married. He don't understand that other side. So
you need a therapist.
He does. But is it the wife's responsibility as well to bring attention, not attention, I don't know what I'm saying, to inform him this is how we talk. This is the positive affirmation that we need to give our children.
Well, did he ask her why she was doing it, or did he just write to some podcast and ask some other men?
He's a bitch, so he just wrote to a podcast.
That's
right.
True.
But even if he didn't ask, she could at least, like, even when she's pregnant, she could have told him, like, no, this is what we do. You know what I mean? Like we comfort, we nurture our children.
I mean, as a wife, I don't really think that from how he put it in his letter, I'm wholeheartedly don't think that the wife know anything about it. She's probably totally oblivious of what's going on. And with him not telling her, she's doing what she's used to doing from being in the culture that she grew up in.
Right.
So if he's, even if he's uncomfortable with it, he needs to express that and express why, so she can give him the definition of why she's doing it.
What happened was
he might be scared of his wife. He might be scared.
This is what happened. He met her at Nacho Mama's down Canton. She took his ass back to East Baltimore, and then he was like, "Damn, Canton is way different than East Baltimore.
Way different.
Mm-hmm. Way different. A few blocks away and way different."
But another serious question here is, though, like we're assuming this is what she's taught. Maybe she wasn't, and maybe she's trying to teach her daughter that now because maybe she didn't get that growing up.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't understand why they didn't have this conversation prior to marriage, prior to them having kids. I feel like this is a conversation that needed to be had. Like,
people don't talk like that no more.
It's crazy that they did not have that conversation with both of them being, he's white, she's black, or even if it was vice versa. This is a conversation that they need to have, because when they have kids, their kids going to grow up totally different from both of them.
He was just happy going to work, telling all his homeboys at work that he had sex with a black chick. That's all.
Or
coming in there with the aluminum foil plate.
Or she could have not done that, like best friend said, and found herself. She could have got woke along the journey of being pregnant. You know what I mean? She probably found woke TikTok and them like, oh, this is what I'm gonna tell my kid when I have kids, and that's probably what that could have happened.
Trust me, I don't
think it's no excuse for them not to have the conversation.
Yeah, the conversation should have been had.
Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, logically, like how I don't get it. Like,
but here's the thing. I have to wonder what other questions also went unasked and what other conversations weren't had, because
STD, like he ain't asked none of those.
No. You stupid. That's not what I meant.
You know he wants
family somewhere.
Back on topic, George. Back on topic.
I'm sorry.
So, before children even come into the picture, Now, at the very base, there should be conversations that people are having when they're deciding to be in a relationship, period.
That's
We know
true.
everybody doesn't, but there are conversations there. There are things that you talk about. There are, likes and dislikes and commonalities and whatever, right? When you're in interracial relationship, there are added layers and added conversations that need to be had there. And I want to say that they didn't necessarily play around in that conversation area before having kids, because then that would have been a natural transition into him understanding or being able to ask and then being able to understand what's going on with the kid. Because him asking why she does that, to me, comes off as he doesn't understand.
Yeah, that's true.
And so where is his understanding of the Black woman and her plight and what she has to go through anyway, because he's married to a Black woman?
It's
if
giving
since
booty
he
call.
don't,
It's giving booty call.
since he don't like
they
it,
met up.
should the wife
She got
stop saying
pregnant
it?
and kept going. Nah, she keep saying it.
That's the
She
question.
got to make him. She just got to tell him why she's saying it. That's it.
Yeah.
So he can
She's
understand.
doing what she thinks is best for her child. She knows
Yeah.
she shouldn't stop. She should explain to him why she does it.
Okay.
I think it's a positive, not even with us being Black. Even if I wasn't Black, I think it's something that she should, drill into her daughter, because at the end, even if her daughter is one of the kids that, the mother grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood. If that child decides to go in the real world and maybe they want to go to a HBCU or move outside of, the burbs and go to the city, it's going to be a huge dose of reality if she don't show her all of that stuff now. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe he should
One
talk
of
to
the
her and not the
last-
podcast.
Yeah, he shouldn't have came to the podcast. He should have went to his woman first. One last point. What if the child was bullied in school for being biracial? She couldn't come to the dad
for being biracial.
Yes, but she couldn't come to the dad, so she came to the mom, and that's just the way her mom is comforting her, so she doesn't feel bad for being picked on.
Did you watch White People? Ain't that the name of the TV show?
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what you're giving me right now. That is definitely that whole TV show movie. Not the movie. I hated the movie, but the TV show is that whole scenario that her mom's Black, her father's white, and she got bullied a lot, but she don't know how to express her white side. So she's so pro-Black, and all along they felt like she had a white dad.
Yep.
That's what I feel like you're giving us right now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not a biracial kid, but I know every biracial kid I ever grew up with, they got bullied in school. I never knew a kid, and especially where we grew up at, I never saw a kid that wasn't biracial who got bullied.
Okay.
So number one, if that's the situation, then that's a good way for her to combat it, because she's building her up and getting her, but I didn't assume that was the situation. I just assumed she's building her up anyway. Either way, it's a positive thing.
You gotta get it from all angles,
I
give
just
up,
don't think
because somebody will be in the comments like, "What if she was bullied?" You know what I mean? And be like, "Oh."
I mean, either way, it's a positive thing. The point behind it is clearly building her up and telling her, "You're this, you're great, you're wonderful, know your worth," all of that stuff, which everybody should be doing to their kids anyway, telling them how fucking wonderful they are and how, teach them how to love themselves.
Okay. Best friend.
And I don't think that the mother is neglecting the Caucasian and the daughter.
Right.
Like, I don't think she's thinking that side of her is less than her African American side. It's just that the mother is African American. So it'd be kind of weird if she called her, you're going to be the strong white queen. Yeah. She's not white. She's Black. True. So she's just going off of regular culture. But if, like I said, if the husband feels some type, I don't think he should have a reason to feel some type of way. But once again, I just don't think he understands what the mom is doing. And that's when he needs to talk to her. And if even after they talk, he still don't understand it, maybe they need to go see a therapist and they need to sit down so he can see what's going on.
Because there's things in the marriage he isn't going to understand too.
More of the story is talk to your woman. That's all. Just talk to your woman.
Yeah, talk to her. So she,
Best friend. You the white man. and your woman black, and she calls your child black queen, black princess, are you feeling the way? All eyes on white man.
Yeah, because I'm secure and confident enough in myself that one, that doesn't bother me, but I'm going to make sure that my daughter knows both sides, not just one side. Like, I'm not worried about her uncles at the cookout. Fuck them.
Okay. All right. Good answer. Good
Yeah.
good answer. The comment's gonna be all right for you.
Fuck
I'll
them
bust her ass.
relatives.
I'll bust her ass.
You'll bust her ass. She
I'll bust her ass.
right in the bathroom while she combing.
Right.
Shut up, nigga. All right, best friend. Ask your question, sir. From last week, so we can get this thing going.
Oh, that's the leftovers you was talking about.
Hey, yo, it was too much to put, because usually the last question of the day is usually like 5-10 minutes. It was just too much to put in the 5-10 minutes. That's all.
My apologies. I'm a guest.
Our guests don't care about us. It's fine.
I'm just an asshole to these guys because they're assholes to me. So
what?
That makes sense. I like that math.
That's not white at all.
So one of our loyal listeners wrote in and wanted to know, and I'll paraphrase it. When do you know, or how do you know if unwanted sex is more than, if it's not consensual, is it more than assault? Is it like assault? Is it rape? Can you rape your significant other? Can it be non-consensual and be an issue? Like, how do you know when you're at that point, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
wait,
Ike and Tina.
I'm confused. I'm confused. That
So
was a lot of different.
Most men, or I want to say men, I say most people believe that if you're in a relationship, you cannot rape your spouse.
That's bullshit.
So, okay, that's a question. So this female who wrote in wants to know, how can she know, or when does she know, or what does she do if she feels that the sex in her relationship is never consensual?
Never consensual?
Thinking
this. I feel like her significant other raped her, because who thinks of this?
Mm-hmm.
Well, again, we're in a group chat today, and one of our friends said the same thing, that it may or may not have happened to her. So it's one of those things where
she said she got her tubes tied because of it. Yeah.
So again, it's one of those things where we may think that like this is a common sense thing, but I believe that this probably happens a lot, and it probably happens often.
Have they tell them watch What's Love Got to Do with it?
So date rape is a thing. That's very real. Date rape is very real. Marital rape is also very real. For the last week, I've been doing a lot of research, because me and best friend, we threw a number out there. Best friend said 100% of people that have been in a sexual relationship have been raped in some form. I say not 100%, but I do say it's in the high 90s. And I asked a lot of women, I'm going to ask you both, have y'all had sex when y'all didn't want to? Like, just like your boyfriend's like, hey, I'm horny, I want some, and you didn't want it, but you was like, you know what, fuck it, let's just do it so we can get over it.
So I can shut them up.
Yep.
If both of you say no, you're lying.
Well, yes, but is that the same as rape?
What?
No,
we don't know
is no.
What?
If
no
you
is no.
don't
Well, but hold on.
No, that's different. Yeah.
In the way that you asked, that could also include, well, you're not really in the mood, but he wants to, so you do it anyway to get
what's the difference?
To give it for him. You know what I mean? That's not a rape situation. That's well, fuck it, I don't really want to, but come on. So that's not.
So you mean
to
tell me
that's consent?
You mean to tell me that you've never been in a relationship before where you're like, no, not in the mood, not tonight, and he's like, come on, whatever, and it's a 10-minute argument, you wind up doing it. At the beginning, you're like, no, not in the mood, don't want to do it, I'm mad at you. No,
but I agree?
Right, but what I'm saying is that's different from what I just described, though.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if he's coming at you, oh, come on, baby, and internally I'm like, I don't really fucking feel like it, but let me toot it up right quick and get it over with so we can go to bed. You know what I mean? That's a different thing then no, I don't want to. No, I don't want to. Fuck! Let me give it to you so you'll leave me alone and go to bed. That's a little different.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now, it's not necessarily rape per se. If you're giving in at the end, it's a little bit more.
It's the bottom of the pyramid.
Coercion.
It's at the bottom of that pyramid.
Yeah, it's on that line. It's coercion. Yeah. But that's also, like I said, those are two different situations.
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like the only time that I keep saying it, from what's love got to do with it? He clearly raped her in that booth.
Yes, that's clear rape.
Now that's also different. Now, if he's asking for it, and I'm like, no, I really don't want to do it, but I end up doing it because he want to do it. That's not rape.
No,
at all.
But
that's
if he wants to do it,
that's me not wanting to have sex, but I want to please my guy. So we have some lazy sex so he can leave me alone. Now, if I'm laying there and I'm telling him no, and he rips my panties off and I'm fighting him off of me, and I'm saying no, and he, start jumping, and then I'm telling him no.
But rape doesn't have to be aggressive.
I was just going to say, and if I say no, and you physically do it anyway, even if I'm not fighting you off, if I said no, that's still rape, whether we're married or not. I said no.
So let me throw this in the scenario for you. So there is a real life.
Experienced that before, so I'm kind of.
See, that's why I said real life. It's not 100. See, it's in the 90s.
It's definitely not 100%.
So there's a real life law case that happened where a guy broke into this woman's house. He raped her. And she knew she was getting raped. She was crying. And she said, if you're going to rape me, please use a condom. Yeah, so they caught the rapist. They locked him up. They let him go because her saying, please use a condom was almost consent. He turned around and sued her for defamation and won because of her asking that. Now, what is that?
What state was that?
Bullshit ass white patriarchy.
What state was that?
I'll have to get that part for you.
Was they white or black? He was white.
Well,
hey, yo.
She was white.
It doesn't matter. That's the law. That was what happened. That's bullshit ass white patriarchy at its motherfucking core.
And
that's bullshit.
Around. So I'm about to get raped, and I'm saying if you're gonna rape me, at least put a Jesus.
So she don't get pregnant.
She didn't want no pregnancy.
Or STD. Or
yep. She knew it was going to happen regardless. So she was just
she didn't want to struggle with it. Like, so.
Yeah, why struggle and get hurt?
Yeah.
Which is bad enough that they said that was consent, but then he gonna turn around and sue for defamation and win? That right there. Colonial England.
That was in Virginia or Mississippi. Because I mean, I don't know, but the 100% is definitely not true because I never experienced that before. I never experienced to the point that I really didn't want to do it, but he gets on me anyway, and I'm just laying there.
So my 100% wasn't saying it in that sense. My 100% was saying it in the sense of there's definitely been a day that you didn't want to do it at all, and you wind up just agreeing, almost like this lady. She didn't want to do it, but she almost agreed to at some point
that's not the same because she didn't know how she was literally getting raped. Every female has sex with their partner and they just didn't feel like doing it. That's facts. Now, but I never had it in a way that even if I wasn't fighting him, but he laid on me, did what he had to do, even though I was not in the mood because I said no. Because my certain no was just no. I never had a partner that still wanted to do it. If I'm saying no in a certain way, then just leave it alone. So I never experienced it before. I'm not taking away for any female out there that has experienced it. But no matter how you swing the scenario, I can't relate to it because I never experienced it.
So the man was Asian and the woman was white in that scenario.
Interesting.
What state, man? I just got to know the state.
But either way, that's some bullshit. That's some crazy. Absolute bullshit.
Mm-hmm. I done went to jail from killing them.
California.
Probably had low penis anyway.
Northern California. Northern California.
I'm kind of shocked. California. I don't know.
So
Not down here where all the hippies are.
Well, you know, California
Up
make up their own
north.
rules.
Yeah.
They definitely make up their rules as they
Yeah,
go
it's
over
fucking
there.
weird here.
So I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were talking about how men almost are trained to do things that we're not supposed to. Kind of like how like women say, I'm just gonna give it up just because. We're taught that at an early age. And as I got deeper in that conversation, we're all taught that at an early age. We're all taught one valuable rule from the old heads before us. If you don't do it, somebody else will. So no matter how much you want to do something, like you don't want to do something, you're going to feel like, let me shut up and let me just get it over with. Is that problematic?
When it pertains to a woman, hell yeah.
What about a man? Not just a woman, on both sides. Like me and
No,
best friends.
I'm saying, are they telling you that as far as having sex? Like,
yes. Like if you like, so let's say a woman wants oral sex, and best friend doesn't feel like giving her oral sex. In his head, his old head is talking to him, boy, if you don't go down there and eat that, she's gonna go somewhere else and get it ate.
They're gonna go get it. I don't think like that because I feel like you go down on them, you can suck your nigga dick all they want and they still gonna cheat on you.
True, but I'm talking about
You
just the
gonna give
thought
them
process.
all this. I don't know. I can't relate to this, so I don't know if I'm the best person.
Well,
to ask
were
this.
you
No.
told that?
I was taught that, but I never had that thought process in my head that since if I don't do it, another female will do it. My thought process is always, if he's going to cheat, he's going to cheat. There's nothing that you're going to do that's going to change that to extent, because you can be everything you're supposed to be for your guy, and if he want to cheat, he's going to cheat. So I mean, I don't check phones. I don't.
Bless your heart.
Let me see your DM. I don't do any of that, because if he's going to cheat and if it's going to come to light, it's going to come to light, and they always have.
Because we all, well,
Period.
And I'm not saying that just so you just trying to say it to make you seem like you that queen. No, I just don't. If a guy going to cheat, he's going to cheat. If it's going to come to light, it's going to come to light. So me checking your phone, and then I'm the person that I'm not going to check your phone because I don't want to know. Because if I check your phone and I don't want to know. I want it to just.
You don't want to hurt your own feelings.
Look at best friend. Best friend is so happy right now. Best friend's like, where have you been at my whole life?
I'm certain, like, I don't want to hurt my own feelings, so I'm not going to be the person that's going to ignore the signs if it comes towards me. But I'm not going to go searching for it. The fuck, I don't want to feel. Who want to be sad?
So from my perspective, I think, and this, I'm just balling out these quoting these numbers out. So I think probably from like the 40s to probably the early 80s, I know that I
just throwing him out there, Christina. That's all. I don't know where he was going with it, but he just.
So I know I grew up around a lot of people where in the white community, they were told that the wife is supposed to basically be the servant to the husband. The husband goes out and works, takes care of the family. The wife does everything else. So I think that culture helped create some of what Pablo's saying.
You mean
about,
the white patriarchy?
Whatever you want to call it. But I've seen it. I've heard grandmothers and people say, look, your job is to take care of your husband. He goes out, works, you come home, he has a plate on the table, you clean the house, you feed him, and you give him sex.
Black people the same way.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I mean, then I still believe in some of that.
Because of the white patriarchy and the indoctrination of religion.
I mean, that is.
Yeah, because women didn't have a bank account to the 70s. Because they weren't supposed to be working in the first place. So.
Nope.
Most of them still don't work.
Oh, they work. They don't.
They work. We just don't get paid the same.
That's all. And we don't. And that part.
We get paid the same.
Of that part.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the old ways, as they say, a lot of people want to bring some of the old ways back, but I think that's the dumbest shit ever. Like, don't bring. it that because it's not for this day and age. Because for
Right.
one, I don't think a man, depending on your job, most middle class men cannot take care of a whole household,
No.
kids,
No.
his own expense, his wife expense by himself. It's kind of hard. And I'm just saying, a typical middle-aged guy.
Well, but back then also it was literally just work, bills, feed the kids. It was none of the extra shit. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't no we're going to Disneyland. There's no
Cable.
yeah, it wasn't none of that extra shit. Like they sit around the house and read books with each other. Like so, yeah. The cost of living is ridiculous. So yeah, that old way of thinking ain't gonna make it now. But a lot of people, yeah, true. Diddy take care of everybody, but a lot of people still believe that old way of thinking. Like the woman needs to take care of the man. Like almost when he walks in the door, she got to drop to her knees.
Then those women should find those men, and they should go be happy.
That's true.
Let people be who the fuck they're gonna be, and
because I take
do what they want to do.
I feel like the man still should eat first. I do. I still make my guy plate.
Bless you.
I still give him his food first.
My mom makes my plate.
At the end of the day, I'm making all of their plates at the same time. I would hand him his first. 9 out of 10 the kids don't even want to eat right then and there.
Right.
But I do that. A lot of people don't see, like, I do that. If he opened the car door for me, I lean over and open the car door for him. I'm okay. I do that, but I'm okay.
Opening the car door. I ain't there. I'm not there for opening that car door.
But she's showing off. Send her back to that other show.
For real, but I'm okay with doing that. But I don't think it's a problem if you don't do it. Okay. That's not
Best
what
friend,
you believe.
You open the car door?
No, but I do think
best friend kicks her out the car as he passes an apartment building. He don't even stop.
Nope, get the fuck out.
Just slow down a little bit.
I wouldn't have.
I wasn't even gonna give him slow down. He's kind of savage.
Right. I wouldn't have a problem being the old school way of like, I don't have a problem going to work and take care. If you want to stay home with the kids and help them and give them something, because when I was little, I missed out on a lot of stuff because my parents weren't around. So if you want to stay home and give the kids that, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Look, here's my thing. I'm okay with whatever the fuck works for us.
Yeah.
That's right.
Period.
If we dated Christina, I'd choke the shit out you every night.
Yeah, that wouldn't work for me. So we're not.
It would work for me.
So now, you know what? You gave me rapey vibes on the last episode. Now you're giving me rape and choke vibes. I'm scared now.
A lot of women like choking, so that's not.
Exactly.
I do not.
There you go. You got to set the boundaries early. That's all.
You don't like choking.
Yeah.
I also don't like white men. So
yeah, she don't like white men.
What's wrong with white men?
Nothing's wrong with them. They're just not for me.
Not all of them have small dicks.
They're not for me.
That's it.
Look, you ain't had the right white man yet.
They're not for me.
Like I said,
she likes the color contrast, sir. Like your tattoos. You like the color contrast.
There's some things that I like that white men do not have.
So look, if I tan,
large amounts of melanin.
Oh, there you go. See?
No, I'm too light.
I was about to say, what is it? I was thinking it, but I didn't want to say it out loud.
Large amounts of melanin. Yeah, I'm too light skinned for me.
Like she likes some chocolate, sir. She likes some chocolate.
I'm too light skinned for me.
You gotta put that rubber on tan, like the bodybuilders, and walk around with that.
No.
So you like dark skinned men.
That's it.
I do. I like chocolate men. I do. So damn, now you made me lose my train of thought.
And that's what we do here.
I know. I forgot what we was talking about. I had something to say. God damn you, best friend.
No, you talking about the old way of thinking.
Oh. So the thing is, yeah, like there are people that both men and women who want that to be what they do. Great. Y'all find each other. You build what makes y'all happy and do that. If both of us are working and then she expects you to help around the house and with the kids, that's not unreasonable because we're both working and contributing to the household. So we both need to team up and take care of shit at home and take care of the kids.
I agree
If
wholeheartedly.
she's working and making all the money and he's at home being a house husband, if that's what works for them, that's what works for them.
Yep, because I can't have that.
But I'm just saying, there might be somebody that does work for. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, Christina. You can't have a house husband?
Fuck no.
Why?
I can be the wife that if stuff happens, I'm perfectly okay with taking care of the load until he figure out what he has to do. I, which is me, cannot be with no house husband.
Put that in the comments below because she wilding right now.
That's me though. I don't have no problem with
but
no
that's what I'm
female
saying.
Like,
but
if
that's
you
what
want a house husband, that's fine. I think that's perfectly great. I just don't want a house husband.
So you
and
go
that's
to work.
what I'm saying. Everything that works for one person don't work for another person.
You
so
go to work.
Any of those things, what works for the two people
he washes
is
the clothes.
He
cleans the house. He makes sure the kids is good. He cooks dinner.
Because we can do that together.
She just don't want him to have that freedom while she got to go to work.
See, that's the thing. He can have the freedom because if he's going to cheat, he's going to cheat.
No, I'm not talking about the freedom to cheat. Like, he don't have to wake up early. He don't have to leave the house. He don't have to get dressed while you got to get up and be like, this motherfucker is laying in bed still.
I just still like the whole, like,
rugged.
Even if he don't make more than me, I still like the whole masculine. I just don't see a guy that is a stay-at-home guy as a dominant man. Me personally, I don't see nothing wrong with females that's with guys that's stay-at-home dads. I commend them. I don't have nothing because that's what you like. But I can't look at you as and you a dominant man and you want me to be submissive to you and you a stay-at-home dad. That's just me.
Okay.
Bitch, go to work. Get a 9 to 5.
That's what you want to tell him? Best friend, can you be a stay-at-home dad?
Can I?
Yeah.
I'm sure if the price is right, I could, but
do you want to?
No, I don't want to. That's why I just said I'd much rather. I want to be the. I feel that your kids and your wife should be able to look up, like she said, look up to you as the man of the house and say, "Look, he provides for us."
Even if the wife makes more, I just like that dominant.
You're doing your part.
Okay, this is not going to help which one is the woman in a relationship argument, but I don't mind being the at-home husband. Like I do, I can do the whole house thing and still be like the man. I can be the figurehead, so to speak. Everything to me is like a corporation.
But I don't see you as that.
No matter what I do,
you're a bitch.
No
she
matter
said you're
what
a bitch.
you do. Yeah, and no, I don't think you're a bitch. But in your household, you could be a stay-at-home dad, and your wife still see you as the dominant one. You know, it's
if I stay at home, I have to have I had to work from home. Then you be good with that.
If you work from home, that's fine, but you have to have some type of employment. Like I don't want to. And it's not the fact that I care about taking care of the households, because if something happened to you, I have no problem with me being the only person that's doing the income because something happened and I have to take up the workload. Gotcha. I'm perfectly fine with that. But no,
I think people forget that when you're in a relationship, dating or married, there's going to be times, it's not always 50-50. There's going to be an 80-20. So there might be a time I'm carrying 80% and then something happens to me where you're carrying 80%. People lose track of that and they just think, oh, well, you know, you ain't been doing shit for 2 months. You ain't had a job, whatever. Like, you can't beat people down like that.
No, I have no problem with that. Like, when me and my boyfriend go on vacations, for the most part, I would pay for the trip. And he pay for any and everything we want to do while we're there. Even if we go on a full-blown shopping spree, I don't have to spend any money. But usually I pay for the trip, as in the airfare, the hotel, etc. But that's just how we have it set up. Right. I'm okay with, like I said, I'm okay even if I make more than him.
Wait.
I pay more bills than him.
You mean that's what works for y'all and y'all are happy?
Oh, goodness.
We are happy and that works for us.
Imagine that.
That shit don't work for me.
I just can't believe It works for us. Yes.
So
Yeah.
my
We
mom,
do stuff. Stuff happens.
yeah,
Even though he
I
don't slack as
yeah,
much.
I don't mind being.
Damn.
This
Like
new
I said,
generation.
I don't mind
People in
being
a relationship who do what works for them and fuck what everybody else has to say. Oh, look, it actually works.
So yeah, like I said, I don't mind being the at-home husband, but my mom, military, 20 years, she don't play around like that. Even like on days where I didn't have to go to school, she had the one rule. She said, "You better not be sitting in the same spot when I left out of here this morning when I come back home." Basically, she's telling me you need to get up and do something. So yeah, that's why I don't mind, because being a house husband is hard. Like hard. Because a housewife is hard. So taking care of the kids and all that other good stuff and making sure everything is all right. Bro, that's a job.
That shit didn't work for her, so she left and said, "Fuck."
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, like when I
it's definitely T-Mobile. I'm sorry.
yeah, no worries. But yeah, like you can be strong, not having a 9 to 5 and no getting no money. You know what I mean? Like,
but again, like she said, that's just her opinion. Her view.
Yeah. I get that. I'm saying my opinion, brother. Can I?
Man, fuck your opinion, man.
Yeah, fuck your opinion. Fuck is
You always want to stay home, softy.
I didn't always want to stay home. I used to like to drive all day.
You're the type that would stay home and still rub your girl's feet when she get home. Like, baby.
Yeah, because
you
she's
pay
been
the
at
bills.
work all fucking day.
You pay the bills, baby. I'll rub your feet.
That's the least I can do is rub her fucking feet.
You have her
worked
slipping
all day.
waiting at the
You
door.
make me some food.
Yeah, like she gonna be good. She comes straight in here. Don't have to worry about nothing. That's a job in itself to provide comfortability. That's what you're supposed to do as a
And you
partner.
can do that while you're working.
How? When I'm at work.
Because when we get home, some
What
days
if we don't
you
have
cook,
the same schedule?
some days I cook.
What if we don't have the same schedule?
Then y'all gotta figure it out.
Like, what if I work third shift, you work first shift? Like, I'm never going to see you.
So here's the problem that you're not realizing. If you don't go to work, you can't have a work wife. Boom.
And there goes the toxic moment of the day, people, right there.
You're missing out.
I'm missing
I
out.
feel like if you find a female and she allow you to be a stay-at-home dad or a stay-at-home husband, do it. Knock yourself out.
And I will have work wives, okay?
And then-
2 of them.
Two-
Right here.
How you gonna have work wives if you're staying at home?
Right
I
here.
seen
His
a TV
hands,
show.
both of
He had two
Like
girls.
this.
One of them have a kid. He takes care of
What about
everything in the house.
children?
They work, and when they get their paychecks, they give it all to him,
Mhm.
and he handles everything.
Yeah, I know somebody like that. I know
Ain't no
somebody
way
like
in
that.
hell. I
Yep.
wish the fuck.
Yeah.
So he's a pimp.
No.
That's what
No.
it sounds like.
Whatever works for
But
whoever.
it works for them.
So
Yeah,
a mutual friend of me and best friend, she always said, well, he's not her friend, because he don't like her, but she always said that even for her and both of her husbands, she doesn't like paying bills. She doesn't like that process of bill paying. So she'd rather just give up what she has on her side towards the bills and just let the husband pay the bills.
No, that's different.
Okay.
They literally give their whole check to y'all.
Oh, I love that. That's
And he
awesome.
gives them allowance
Shout out! Shout out to the allowance. What's
and
up?
stuff like that. Ain't no way in hell.
Little $40 per diem. You good?
I'm okay.
Can we
with
get him on
her.
the show? Can we get him on the show?
I can see.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we like the $40 per diem. We
If
good.
that works, then
For
that
them.
works.
And I-
So, okay, Christina, you keep saying if that
And
works,
they happy.
right?
Because everything's situational. We've talked about this. It depends on the two people who are
depends on
in
the
the
person.
relationship.
So if your friend comes to you and tells you that that's what her situation is, you're not judging her, like even
Yes, we're gonna
even
judge them,
mentally.
but then I'm gonna be like, nigga, what?
if that's what she wants
But
to
then
do.
if that's so, how is
Shit.
that working for you guys?
I know when we plan dinner
that's
parties and
fine.
shit, that's where we're going because that nigga's gonna make us brunch. The fuck?
That makes
See?
sense.
Yeah, you always need a friend like that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Sit home
That's
and
her
talk-
life. If that's what she wants to
That's
do,
what they
if
wanna
that's
do.
my friend, I support her.
Yes, I'm
The
like,
fuck?
for real.
I ain't fucking old boy. That ain't my business.
because he wouldn't be able to, because ain't no way in hell.
Yeah.
But if it works for them, I feel like relationships not supposed to be the same. So
It's not.
that'd be a boring ass world if
'Cause
everything was the same. Look how boring the 40s and the 50s and the 60s look. Then the 70s, a little, cocaine came into play, and a little hash and a little heroin mixed in the bunch, and they livened up the
Psychedelic.
world. A little funk.
My FBI agent, please do not come to me. I have nothing to do with any of this.
Little coke. Got my little Franklin St. Patrick.
Hey, yo.
I put them together.
So I don't know how we got here, but okay. So there's a fine. So okay, circle back to the beginning. There's a fine line between pleasing your man and partner rape. Correct.
That is what we was talking about. I totally forgot about the topic.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a fine line. So
yes, again,
determines-
situational.
who determines that though?
I don't know.
It's determined by whether or not she said no before you put your dick in her.
But
I think
okay,
that the way she says it and the way her body reacts.
I'm about to
let
say,
you know.
because some women be like, no, no, no.
I feel like if she say no and you
And
stick
then
your
let it
dick in
all
her
out.
and she's super dry, she really don't want it.
Okay.
Because if
So
she
if she says no and she's wet, that means she wants it?
probably.
And that's how the Asian man got the
No.
lawsuit.
No, the Asian man won the lawsuit because she was protecting her body and asked him, if you're going to do it, I can't fight you. I can't beat you.
But
so
Man,
I
if
don't
you
want
can't
to
beat
get.
an Asian man, there's something wrong with you, because even the
This
tiniest
is
white woman
why-
should be able to
But
beat an
also
Asian
they
man up.
said
They got that mind control making them strong.
they said women that get sexually assaulted, some part of the process, their vagina gets wet.
I mean, that I have heard that.
Even if they want to or not, it does it on its own.
Like their body protects it from getting hurt as far as the friction.
So the
Y'all
wetness,
can't tell if a female saying no. I just feel like a guy should be able to tell.
guys
like,
are dumb. Guys are dumb.
This is why you say what you mean and you mean what you say.
You have to. You definitely have to.
Yeah.
Do I or
'Cause
do I not tell you all the
Yeah.
time? It's best to just be clear. Don't leave any gray, and then there's no question. Nigga, I said no.
Y'all should probably. I think all relationships should have a safe word.
Yeah. I like that.
If they have a safe word, then if he really thinks she's playing with the whole no thing, and she say apples, that she really don't want to have sex.
I like that. I like that.
That's a good plan.
So, how many no's are you going to take?
I don't know, because I've never been. I don't play that. Oh no, baby, and you still take it. It just gives me.
I'm saying like if your man comes home, he's like, nah.
If he told me no,
yeah, nah.
That's definitely double standard. Because the fuck you mean no?
Wait whoa.
So how many times have you told your man no, but he pulls your panties off, you lift your butt cheeks up for him like this, like, oh, help him get them off.
But usually before then, I'd be like, all right, come on. I always say, all right, come on. I just be like, I don't do that. Oh no, because I don't know. I think I watched too much Law and Order growing up, so that oh no stuff makes me feel like rape.
All right.
Yeah, no, I don't typically say no. So if I say no, I mean no. Shit.
Okay, so it's May, right? He tells you no all 31 days in May.
Oh,
he's
hell
cheating
no.
on me.
It's a motherfucking problem.
Why? He doesn't want to.
Or you're cheating on me, or you sexually attracted to another female.
If you're not doing it, somebody else is.
No. Let me tell you what the problem is. The problem is a change in any pattern, in any connection, in any routine, in any, when somebody's moving funny.
Well, we need to go to the hospital to see if something is wrong with you. And if you refuse,
and the two of us reacting that way off of 31 days in a row in May means that Outside of May, prior to May,
Uh-huh.
that was not the situation. So what the fuck changed?
That's true.
Depression. Work is stressing him the fuck out.
But
Arguing.
Hold on, Christina. You asked the question. We answering the question.
Right. But what I'm saying is, if those things are going on, because that's what I was going to say when you asked the other question, you said, how many times can he say no? Well, that depends. You should be discussing things. So if something's going on with you, we should be talking about that. And then if there's a stint of time where there's not sex being had, it's a little more understandable because we're talking about the things that are keeping you from wanting to have sex.
So you have been in a relationship with a female and y'all went a whole month without having sex and she didn't question
without
that?
talking?
No.
I'm sorry. That's weird. Maybe because even if me and my guy, we beefing and I don't talk to you, you don't talk to me, we still fucking. We still having sex. And it's not love making, we fucking. And then he go on his side and I go on my side. Now, if we don't want to, if you don't want to have sex for a whole month because you're depressed and I'm talking to you and you telling me that, that's different. But we gotta have that. I'm not going 30 days without having sex, and you're not telling me why we're not having sex. That's the problem.
No. But also, I don't really do. I don't do angry sex. If I'm mad at you, don't fucking touch me.
Yeah, best friend. See, everybody don't like that shit.
I do.
Everybody I know likes it.
I like it.
And it works for us.
And then I go right back to not talking to you. Like, it's okay.
No, we got to fix it first and then have makeup sex.
I just.
Because if I'm mad at you for real, no, if I'm mad at you, don't fucking touch me.
Don't fucking touch me.
Why the fuck are you touching me?
But I agree with Tina, though. I think that, like, even if you're mad, I think that, like, you can't go 30 days mad and not have sex. You got to still have it for that. I think it gives you that emotional connection.
That's
to say,
a bigger problem. Why are y'all mad for 30 days?
Have you been married before?
Yes.
Exactly. Then you know why you married for 30 days or more.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's a fucking problem. I'm no longer married, am I?
And that's why I'm divorced. Because that was the fucking problem.
You was mad for 30 plus days?
You can't be mad at each other for 30 days. That's not okay.
But that got to be something to do with your relationship because you know.
Yeah, that's like, not okay.
I think that can be okay with certain people in certain relationships.
No.
I can't be with nobody for 30 days and we don't have sex. Ain't no fucking way. I'm going 30 days in a relationship.
Yep.
I can
so we know
go
that
30
she's
days
putting
or
out
more.
within the first 30 days.
Huh?
We know you put out within the first 30 days then.
I did.
See?
The fuck? But it's okay. That's what we agreed on. We end up becoming more. Like,
adults can do whatever the fuck they want.
I can't be with no one if they can't sexually satisfy me.
But you know,
I can't. Other people can, because you know, maybe they just a good person. You can find a good person that can.
Or they tried it and it didn't work out.
Or you know, I just can't be with no one that can't satisfy me sexually. That's just me personally.
So you can't say like he proposes, right? And you say, yeah, you can't, like, from the day he proposed to when y'all get married, we're not having sex. You can't do that.
I know that's different. I can do that. I'm talking on some old beat. Yeah, I can do that. I'm not.
No, I'm just asking.
I'm not a nympho. I can go without.
I don't know.
But if I'm in
everything's situational,
yeah,
George.
that's what I'm saying. The situation. But if I'm in a relationship with someone, on that, yeah, you know, I wait my 6 weeks. Stuff like that after you know you're having kids.
You know most people they wait a year before they get married, right?
Wait for what?
No, if you propose to me and we get married we getting married the following year and we don't have sex for a whole year, we're not getting married.
Hey,
ain't no way in hell. I can go a long time without having sex. I can, but
not in a relationship.
In a relationship and not having sex.
Yeah.
Well, you know the old school way. That's how you're supposed to do it. You're not supposed to have sex until you get married anyway.
And that's why Grandpa got so many different families outside of Grandma. That's why
I just want people to know that I'm a nympho.
That's why we find out
Well,
about
good for you,
aunts and
sir.
uncles down the line. Ain't no way in hell. A whole year?
A year.
Why can't we just go to the courthouse?
The
Because
church is not
white
available.
patriarchy and the societal standards said so.
No, because sometimes the venue that you want is not available until next June.
Yeah, but who said you can't fuck till then? You was fucking already, wasn't you? What the hell? Some bullshit.
But some people like to do that. Like,
Well, why
Well,
don't
a lot of people be too involved in other people's genitals.
That's crazy. Why don't y'all just get married at the courthouse and then have your reception later?
Right. If that's what you want to do. But then too,
ain't no way in hell. Let me go talk to him.
If I want to fuck, I'm a fuck. It's my pussy.
For a whole fucking year. That's stupid. I don't believe in 90-day rules. Like I said, I can go a long time without having sex. But you can go 90 days, you have sex with the guy and he leave you. So you do what you want when you want to do it. It's your body.
Yeah, I left after one day. So
I know, I know a lot of people that, have had sex on, on some hookup shit, and now they married. Now they're in a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. Like
my man, he met his wife, got her pregnant. Now he mad because she called his daughter a black queen.
What happens when you nutting strangers?
That's crazy.
Thank y'all so much for coming on here and talking to us about this. Let the people know where they can find y'all if y'all want to be found.
All my social medias is, I don't have no private social media. I feel like you put on social media what you want them to see. Mm-hmm. So you can find me. This is so corny. If you put in my real name, which is Katina Brown. That is corny. I know.
Take
on
all
my
the vowels
Facebook or Instagram, I'll come right up.
Yeah.
I know that's corny.
Just take all the vowels out her name and she'll pop up.
Or you can take all the vowels out my name and it pop up. That is true. Yes.
You can find Christina on your people you may know list on Facebook.
Special, just wait, dude. You ever get any? Never mind. I set myself up for that one. If I ask that, never mind.
What are you saying?
I was going to say, you ever get somebody in your people you may know, and you be like, hell no, why the fuck? So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the best friends' cousins. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
I was getting all kind of people where I was like, yeah, I know them, but there's a reason I don't have them on my friend list.
Right,
like
this is creepy. And then they keep showing the same people.
No. Here's the cherry on the sundae.
Ignore.
Facebook had the nerve to come out with Facebook dating. I was like,
that was wild.
Really?
No. After the people y'all put in my people, you make.
Yeah,
it's gonna be the same crackhead situation.
Same asshole. Ain't no way. No.
Anyway, I'm Christina McCrary on Facebook, aka Xtina McCrazy on TikTok and Instagram. Host of McCrazy's Place podcast on YouTube, and it has an IG. And co-host of Thursday Night Guy with that guy up in the opposite corner there. Presented by Sarcarragans Media, SMG or SMD. Go forward with kindness and love this week.
Yeah. Best friend, any wise words for the folks?
Fuck the folks.
All right.
Oh, I like that. It be like that sometimes.
Wait, I want to do over.
No. Then do it. Go ahead. My Fat Flash clothing. Go ahead, purchase you a shirt. They got some hats coming soon. They got the hoodies, nice and soft and comfortable. You see what I wear majority of the shows I'm on, so go ahead buy that. If you need to know who you need to buy it from, go ahead look to the side of me. My man got them for you on the low.
Oh, I am on Are You Serious podcast. I'm the co-host. I'm so sorry. Mitch,
you know they was gonna kill you. You know they was gonna kill you.
Don't forget, the link is in my bio. This podcast on May the 20th, we having a 90s versus 2000.
You got a whole event coming up.
Link in the bio. Get your tickets. Pop your bottles. I can't say who I want to win because they're gonna cuss me out the next time I'm on a show. See, that's why I'm the co-host, because I'm always fucking up.
Because you never show up and you don't know what's going on.
They always get on me. I always miss the slogan. It's been months and I still ain't found out my AKAs. But Are You Serious podcast? Shout out to Matt and Mitch. May the 20th, come out to the 90s versus 2000.
Yep.
Show.
I'll be there. If y'all want
tell me when they see this. But I love them though. You know, it's not me, it's the T-Mobile network. So I forgot about
there you
everything.
go. July 15th.
That's a long time.
Yeah, I know, right? July 15th, me and the Colonizer, we're gonna have a live show. You. I ain't narrowed down. I got 5 places in mind. I gotta send it to him so he can agree upon it, because you know how he is about locations. So gotta see
places in Baltimore or
yeah. Well, you coming out?
Yeah, I gotta go to White Marsh.
I don't know, but there's enough time for me to think about it.
Okay. If you come out, you coming on stage. That's all right.
Oh, never mind. I'm not coming.
soon best friend see you in the audience. He's like, "Yep, come on." But
like that white girl right there, and then I have to come up there and beat his ass in front of a live audience.
Is any white folks in the audience?
Security, bring the white girl up here. The only white girl in the crowd.
I'm like, any white people in the audience, and nobody gonna say anything. I'm like, go ahead, grab her, right?
And then I have to beat his ass in front of his live audience.
Exactly.
Just get ugly.
Make sure you choke me.
God damn it.
Yeah, July 15th, the Toxicology Report live show. It won't be too big, but we gonna put on a show, because that's what we do. Thank y'all for watching. Like I said, we've been doing this for like 2 years. Me and him been potting for damn near 6-7 years now. Yeah, man, we just appreciate all the love and all the support and all that good shit. This wasn't the normal Toxicology Report. We put the funny in there, but we talk about different shit sometimes. So it ain't what you think. We ain't got dead bodies and nothing on here like people thought.
No, it's just Mike. Mike's the toxic.
Pretty much.
But yeah, man. No, because we was up for an award show, and they literally thought we talked about cadavers and all that good shit. So yeah. Seriously.
How you gonna vote on an award show and not even watch an episode of the shit you voting on? What kind of bullshit is that?
That's making it to YouTube. That's gonna make it to Instagram right there.
The problem is the
white patriarchy bullshit some more.
The person who hosted the award show is the one who said it. So how are you putting people on your show that you don't even know what their pods are about?
Yep. And he know us. On top
and
of
he knows it. We've been on his show.
We've been in his house.
Fake friends.
So T-Mobile didn't cancel Tina once again.
She promoted T-Mobile more than her own podcast.
Right. So until next time, in Nevadius we trust. Be safe. Stay toxic. What?
I don't like Nevadius. Keep going. Go.
Nevadius is that guy?
No, keep going.
This is Sarkarian.
Until next time. Be safe, stay toxic, and we out, man.